Welcome to I Am Juniverse, where we talk about all things Juniverse. And today we're going to talk about comics. And the comic we're going to talk about today is Fantastic Four #1. This is a pretty good comic. I liked it. It was point and everything. Comic starts off with a memorial, though, to Steve Ditko, which was one of the founding creators with Stan Lee of Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. He was born in like November 2nd, what was it, 1927, and passed away earlier in June 29th of 2018. So this comic is in memory of him. And in this book, basically, what's going on is Reed and Sue Summers are gone. They sacrifice themselves for, I believe, because of a universal catastrophe, to avoid that. And there's two schools of thoughts in the book. One of them is Ben Grimm, who says, he has accepted the fact that they're gone and has mourned them, and he's still sad, but he believes that they're gone and they're gone for good. Other than that, we also have Johnny Storm, who holds hope. They're not gone. They're just somewhere else and they haven't got back yet. So the whole thing starts when there's like a signal that and a little bit of spoilers, but there was like a signal in the sky, the signal flare that says Fantastic Four, like you're needed, like the bats. Anyhow, when it's seen, Johnny's like, yeah, I knew it, right? And Ben's like, he was already critical about it, like, no, this is a trap. This is something. It's not true, and it goes from there. I mean, I don't want to tell you too much. Other than that, I mean, the basics is that Ben tells a story of their last adventure and how it turned out, how they got lost in space, and they figured out how to get back. Also, there's a second part to the story where you go to the capital of Lavicta, Doomestad, where Dr. Doom is recluse in his castle, and there's a girl that sneaks in to coax him out. Come on. There's some robots that have taken over the Doomestad, and basically all his citizens of Doomestad, they're living in they're in a living hell basically because of the robots. There's like a curfew and stuff like that, and this girl's trying to get Dr. Doom to come down and be the savior. He's reluctant. He's a recluse. It's the building blocks. We'll see what happens. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I recommend people picking up this comic. Get at least a digital copy. And the art's great. I like the way the art was portrayed, and also the story. It's like, with classic #1, where it starts, building up the building blocks to a cool story. It looks like, I'm not going to tell you too much of the story. I want you to read it. But, when we get to the next comic, we'll talk about this comic and, how it goes on to the next. So, I would recommend to pick up Fantastic Four #1. I liked it very much. This has been a Juniverse production.